Hey guys, I'm back with another tutorial. So, this time we're doing a new character named Sandy, starting with primer, as always. A bit. So, sorry it's been a while. Had a surgery and then everything went crazy. I tried a new setup for recording, and let me tell you, it did not want to work. It was a disaster. Did not get enough primer on my hands. And obviously never feel like you need to use the same things I do. I don't use silicone-based primers just because they break down on my skin. So use what works for you. I'm just showing you guys how I do this stuff, which is why you don't see me speeding through anything. And today I'm going to be using a different foundation. I'm going to be using Wet n Wild. I'm mixing today the Photo Finish with Buff Bisque. Just going to dab it onto my hand, one slash, with a little bit of Soft Ivory. I'm going to do 2 of those to get my perfect shade. Problem with having neutral undertones, you're constantly mixing, or you're in between shades. And using a sponge, today it's Real Techniques, and blending it. Oop. I want my mirror. I normally start with my eyes. Well, today we're doing it a little different, because I just want a light foundation today. I'm gonna do it a little different, because I know some of you guys like to start with your foundation. Personally, I like to do my eyes normally first, but today we're gonna go a little different. We're gonna go off the rails. We're gonna start with our foundation. Get our skin tone back to normal. I bet a lot of you guys are wondering, why is she doing makeup during a pandemic? Come on, it's fun, and I love this character. Sandy by Raining Jewels. I'm going to link their Twitter. Oh my god, it's adorable. The characters are adorable. I was introduced to them from my friend Terry Art and Pigment. Oh my god, I love those two together. They're adorable. Alright, foundation done. Now we're going to prime the eyes. I'm not going to go with the wand today, because I don't feel like it. And put the primer on my finger. And yes, I'm still using the Urban Decay. It's the one I found works the best for me. Use whatever eye primer you guys like. I'm partial to this one. Starting with one eye priming. And then I'll switch to my other hand. But no, let me tell you guys, figuring out how to do lights during the pandemic and as the seasons changed, oh my gosh, it was not easy. I do not like. Finally figured it out, so thankfully I can start filming again. But let me tell you, I tried doing it on the other side of my room. My gosh, so many issues. My phone fell, my lights turned off. Like, I don't even know what was going on. Didn't think I would ever film again for you guys. But thankfully, I'm back. I'm here. I'm having fun. So, going into my favorite palette. Picking up one of my favorite fluffy brushes. And, because they have yellow eyes, I'm thinking I'm going to just do a yellow to a light gray. Like a creamy gray. So, I'm going to dip into this yellow up here. You guys don't have to use the same color, but it's what I'm doing. And you'll see exactly what I'm doing soon. So I'm going to tap off some excess. I'm going to focus it kind of down here. And kind of bringing it onto my lid. And yes, I know there's a rule of like, oh, don't use shimmers. I'll only use mattes in the crease. Honestly, who cares? I've always used like shimmers and that in my crease, and my looks have always come out good. I mean, clearly you guys have always seen them. They look good. And yes, I will always show you guys how long it takes for me to blend out my looks. Because I don't believe in I don't believe in fast forwarding through this stuff. I believe in showing how long it takes for me to do a look. Because if I just fast forward and you guys don't know how I did my look, that's kind of not fair. It's fair for me to teach you guys how I do my looks. Again, I forget to grab my swish brush. Good thing it's within arm's reach. I swear, I sit down to film and I forget everything. And if you're just wondering, I just have one of these like little swishes. Rub my brush in it so I can tap into my next color. Because we're gonna go a little crazy. We're staying in the same palette and we're going into, not the black, this dark gray. And it'll be the only other color we're using right now. And we're swishing in. Looks dark. I promise you guys, it's not going to be that dark. Tap it off. And we're tapping it up. And tapping it up. And then blending. This is a simple, like, 2-color look. I'm gonna do a little bit under the eyes once I put on my, like, concealer. For right now, it's a simple 2-color look, and I like it. I sometimes like doing 2-color looks. Because they're just simple. They're easy. Nice day looks. I don't know. Should I do a lip? Should I not? I'll post some pictures of it on Instagram with me in a lip and me without a lip. Because I don't know. This look is like kind of simple. Probably do a nude lip. Have yet to decide. Right. Don't know why I switched the brush. I'm intelligent. Okay, moving on. Concealer. And yeah, I'm just using the NARS concealer still. Just to put dots under the eyes. Because I don't need to do... Never understood why people did the full triangles. Like, why? It's not really poignant. You're just trying to conceal the bags. Maybe highlight your face. Probably do that. Like, you just want to bring light to the face with it. Not like, oh my gosh. Now, if you're trying to conceal zits, you want a concealer that's the same shade. If you're just trying to, like, lighten parts of your face, you want one that's lighter than your skin tone. Like, this is lighter than my skin tone, typically. Like, obviously right now it looks like it's the same shade. Because, like, I'm under bright lights again. But I promise you, right now it's lighter, so it's bringing highlights to my face. During the summer, it's the same shade as me. Or, no, during the summer it's lighter than me. During the winter, it's the same shade as me. Right now, I'm kind of in that mid-tone where, like, it's kind of both. So it's nice. I like it. Alright. On to bronzing. Gonna try a new one. Do this. Just gonna kind of tap it in. Bronze the edges of my face, like always. Because, you know, need to look good. Ooh. Might be a little too dark. Good lord. Definitely a little too dark for me. I'm gonna go over that with and if that happens, you can just blend that out. That's a little too shiny for this look. See, everybody makes mistakes. And if you make a mistake, blend it back out with your little bit of your foundation that you still have on your sponge. And you're in the gold. Here's to hoping that the new blush won't look too crazy. Eee. Yeah, I switched out blushes because the other one I was allergic to. So, bright pinks are good for everybody, but if you have an allergy to it, don't use it. I have an allergy to them. Didn't know that. Know it now. And, okay. It's a little bit rosy, terracotta-y. Not bad. Quite nice. Quite lovely. But you guys are wondering when I'm going to go back to my eyes. Because I did my concealer already. Going back now. I'm going to take a pencil liner. I'm going to line the inner waterline to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. Going to tight line until I get through this. Sorry guys. And I'm going to tight line for a second. If you're like me and you don't like tight lining, you can kind of just bring it really close to the lashes and just do that. Because I have a thing against things going really close to my eyes. Okay. And if you're wondering why, I wear contacts. And so you're probably thinking, hey, she's really used to things touching her eyes, right? Yeah, I am. I like touching my eyes, actually. I typically do wear contacts or colored contacts, but there's rare occasions where I just don't like it when something sharp comes near my eye. I just don't. Okay, now I'm taking ColourPop, a white liner, and I'm going to give myself a nice white wing. And I'm going to do a little stamp. Okay, that was bad stamp. And I'm going to do that on the other side. Okay, that's what we're working with. We're just going to work with that to give ourselves a nice white wing. And if you're wondering, yes, I love ColourPop's eyeliners. I think they're very well. And personally, I highly recommend them. Oh my gosh, I am going to have to fix my wings. Because if my wing is not sharp enough to cut a bitch, I need to fix it. I wear these over like blacks and they show up. I've worn them over reds, they show up. This white eyeliner is like a godsend. I love it. I really should not be talking while I'm doing my eyeliner, but clearly that's not stopping me. Now eyeshadow. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna fix those wings in a second. These are disgraces. And for this character, for Sandy, we're not about to have a disgrace. So, if you royally screw up your wings, you can take a little bit of concealer, put it on the back of your hand, take a liner brush or a lip brush, load it up, and fix your wing. I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to show you guys that even though you follow me, I make mistakes. I'm not going to cut them out to make it seem like I'm better than I am. Because guess what? You can learn from my mistake. I'm fixing up my wing right now. And I'm teaching you my tricks. And I just blend out that concealer. And blend out that concealer to make my wings look snatched. And like that, the day portion of the look is done. Alright, time to turn this day look into the cosplay look. Alright, we're dipping into the silver, the top one, and we're going to be using, let's use a flathead brush. And because we just want to lay down a quick line, nothing super fancy just yet, we're just going to go straight across the forehead. Eventually we're going to do it with a little bit wet. But for right now, this is fine. Ooh, shiny! I'm a little distractible. Make sure you have setting spray on hand. Tap in again to touch up any areas you need to. For me, the center is a little bit off in need of it. And feather it out. Alright, now comes the fun part. You can either use white concealer or a white jumbo pen. I'm going to use a mixture of the two. I'm going to use a white concealer for the smaller gems and then the jumbo pen for the big gem right in the center, which is where I'm going to start it. So, if you've never used a jumbo pen, honestly, I love these things. They're amazing. You can use them on your eyes, drawing on your face. I'm just going to kind of sketch out. Okay. And then kind of fill in. And it's okay that the silver's kind of mixing in. It's kind of what we want. I'm going to kind of play with it a little bit to kind of smooth it out. It's just creating our base. It helps if you have your hair pulled back. Something I did not do today. Okay. Once you have it in, your base kind of smoothed out, put your stick away. Not like that, people. Not like that. And now, concealer time. Pump your concealer up. Again, ColourPop is my favorite for white. No, I'm not affiliated with any of these brands that I mentioned, like NYX, ColourPop. I just really enjoy the products. And I just really like them. So if I'm mentioning a product and you're like, oh, well, why is she using that? Chances are I just really enjoy the brand. So no, I've never gotten any PR. No, I probably never will get any PR. And quite frankly, I don't want any. I enjoy doing this just because, like, hello, I enjoy being a weirdo. So now that we have the whites, we're going to kind of let them kind of dry. I messed up on one, so I'm going to fix it. And yeah, I let you guys see all of my mistakes, because, like, hi, I'm not perfect. I don't want you guys to think I am. That's why I don't edit any of this stuff out. So I'm gonna find, boom, and then I'm gonna kind of blend two colors, this dark blue and this like aqua teal, on my brush. Starting first with the dark blue, and then dipping into the aqua blue, and I'm gonna start with the big jam to let the little ones dry. Keep it in. Keep it in. Keep. And yes, I like to say what I'm doing. And if you're worried like, oh, it's not gonna look realistic, honey, we'll make it look realistic in a little bit. Leave a little bit of white around it to kind of cast a shadow. Like, cast a glowing shadow. Trust me, you'll understand in a minute. Okay, load up your brush again, and then tap into those buttons. Now turn my brush off. Alright, load it up again. I have to do those again. Problem with using concealer is unless you powder it first, it is going to remain wet, which I kind of want right now, but it does kind of have the downside effect of creating the effect I'm having. So be wary. Use powder over it if you don't want this. Or tap it out. Tap it out. I highly recommend tapping it out. Alright. Now that those are all done, and if you're wondering, I'm just wiping it all on my hands. And yes, my hand is very blue now and shiny because I am an idiot. But you know what? I'm an idiot doing this look that is amazing, and I love Sandy. I highly recommend going and looking at, like, go check out their Twitter. Like, go support them. They're an amazing artist. I'm just happy that I'm able to do this look, and they're, like, please go and support them. Like, without these artists, I'm not able to do what I do. So, like, please, if you know an amazing artist and you want to see me do their look, or if you are an artist that you would love to see me do your look of, please tell me. I would love to do it. Alright, time to make the silver parts around the big gem. And yes, I sprayed my brush down. Because it makes the silver just that much shinier. And we're going to add a little bit of silver underneath our eyes. Just a little bit. So, when it comes to adding something under my eyes, I like to use a lip brush actually. I'm going to tap into that same silver I just used. And I'm just going to smudge it under the edge. Right on that far corner. Right on that far corner. And you can do that silver bit for the day look as well. And our cosplay look is done. Till next time, guys. Bye!